And the Convocation Center on the campus of Cleveland State University for CSTV's continuing Olympic pursuit coverage and the Olympic box office. Welcome inside, everybody. Peter Young. We got a great crowd here in Cleveland. A couple Ohio athletes competing tonight in the box office. The hopes and dreams of Olympic glory and the chance to represent the USA in Athens are on the line tonight. It's a double elimination format, so the athletes who are coming in here undefeated, they'll be in the red corner. Those who've already lost once will be in the blue corner. Just to get here, they had to win the challengers bracket, and here's a brief look back at how that transpired. In the 106-pound class, it was Raytona Whitfield in red of Augusta, Georgia, took on Diego Hurtado of Sparks, Nevada. Even though it was the lightest weight class, there was plenty of action to get the crowd going. And in the end, it was Diego Hurtado winning with an 18-15 decision, sending him into tonight's finals against Rasheed Warren. In the 119-pound class, next on the card, it was Torrance Daniels in red, who had lost to Roberto Benitez the night before. He had his hands full with Eric Hunter. Daniels from the world-class athlete program in the U.S. Army just didn't have enough in him, as Eric Hunter won a 2-point decision, 18-16, and moved into the finals against three-time national champ Benitez. 132 pounds, National Golden Gloves winner Anthony Peterson took on Carl Dargan in blue. And boy, what a brawl. Two champions going toe-to-toe. Peterson, hoping to join his brother Lamont in Athens, prevailed 26-19 and faces Vicente Escobedo tonight. Possibly the fight of the night belonged to the 160-pound class, and Joe Green in red, the New York Golden Gloves champion, took on Clarence Joseph from the U.S. Army. If you left your seat at the Tunica Exposition Center, you missed a good one. Both fighters stood tall, pounding each other to a 12-12 tie at the end of the bout. It went to punches thrown, and Joseph prevailed, moving on to face 19-year-old Andre Durrell tonight. Andre's brother, Anthony, faced off against Marcus Johnson in blue, the 2004 national champion in the 178-pound class, each fighting for the right to face the almost unbeatable Andre Ward in the box office. It was a bout fought against the ropes, mostly with each boxer having their time to shine. But in the end, it was Marcus Johnson with the thrilling 29-22 win. Moving on to the 201-pound class, Jason Estrada's sparring partner in Providence, Matt Godfrey, took on Chaz Witherspoon in blue for the right to face Devin Vargas. Although it wasn't exactly one of the best bouts of the evening, Witherspoon walked away with a 20-13 victory and faces the 2003 national champion Vargas tonight. Well, he may not look the part, but George Garcia may be the biggest crowd favorite in USA boxing. He faced off against Mike Wilson in red in the super heavyweight class. In the last bout of the evening, the fans certainly went away with their money's worth. Going at each other, both fighters proved that this weight class is no joke. But in the end, it was Mike Wilson's turn to shine, and he looks forward to a rematch tonight with Jason Estrada right here in Cleveland. With me now, former heavyweight contender Scott Ledoux. Scott, out of our 10 bouts tonight, we've got 7 rematches from earlier rounds in Tunica, Mississippi. So we got a couple guys who are getting a pretty good second chance.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they got a real tough road tonight. They have to go out there and beat a guy that beat them last week, and they're going to have to really do a great job and come with the tools, toolbox that they didn't have last week, because they have to come up with something new to win tonight.
We're going to start things off tonight, Scott, with our lightest weight class. That's in 106 pounds. In 106, it's Rasheed Warren up against Diego Hurtado. In the red corner, it is Warren, the decided fan favorite tonight. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. 17-year-old, just turned 17, Hurtado. Hails from Sparks, Nevada, and Hurtado is in the blue corner tonight, silver medalist at the 2004 Everlast U.S. Championships. Scott, scoring for tonight, we've got 5 judges ringside with their hands on a red and blue button. 3 of them need to press one of those buttons within a second of each other for each boxer to get a point.
Rasheed Warren with that southpaw style. Hurtado's got to get outside that foot, which he's done so far. You know, people don't realize with that southpaw, you got to work that jab more and throw more hooks. You got to get going up. He's doing a real nice job. Diego is getting outside that lead right foot. He's got to stay busy.
Staying busy seems to be the theme. Talking to a couple of the fighters in the hotel lobby today. Stay busy, stay busy. That's how you get your points.
Exactly. You're not the best defense is a great offense. These young men got to throw punches. Right now, Rasheed Warren is landing some good straight left hands. Clearly some good punches.
Just so many tools for Warren. The hands are so quick, and he's racking up the points right now. I'm looking at our monitor, and Scott, it's 7-0.
It's a shutout going right now. He's landing, but the thing that's key is he's landing punches with very solid, snapping the head back, and that's what catches the judge's eye. The guy punching that button. You don't move that guy's head, they don't know if they should hit the button or not. If it landed or just a glancing blow. But the punches he's landing right now are straight, right down the middle with that left hand. Hurtado's got to come up with something to let those hands go. Fire. If he doesn't start firing, he's going to be out of this game in a hurry. Hurtado's got to counter. Whenever Warren throws those punches, he's got to counter. Warren threw one punch and moved around. Hurtado should have been firing back right away. Can't let a guy punch without paying for it. You got to make him pay the price. But Diego's a young guy. Maybe he hasn't got those skills as yet. Maybe the next Olympics this time.
Solid first round for Rasheed Warren, the 17-year-old, up 7-0.
My favorite sports college moment was when the UF Gators won the championship in '96 when I was a freshman, and it was the best ever.
Log on to CSTV.com and tell us your favorite college sports moment.
Yeah!
I'm here for my massage. These big muscles need some tenderizing.
Okay, cutie, room 5.
Thank you. Ooh. Bud Light.
You're here for the body treatment?
Oh yeah, my body, your treatment.
Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
Is there a breeze in here?
It's all here.
You're in the midst of CSTV's 3264.
It's tourney time, and like Paul Lynn, I'm back in the middle. 2 point guards in the country are finalists for the Wooden, Naismith, Rupp, and Cousy Awards. Jamil Nelson is one. Who's the other? How about Wisconsin's Devin Harris? Only a junior, Harris is already among Wisconsin's all-time leaders in points, assists, and steals. He's had more 30-point games in a single season than any Wisconsin player since Michael Finley of the Dallas Mavericks, and he's accounted for more than 40% of all Badger baskets, either by scoring on his own or assisting on someone else's.
At CSTV, we believe in animal hierarchy.
I am a bulldog.
I'm a tiger.
Terrier. A bear.
Fight.
Bronco.
I am and always will be a Bengal.
We believe in survival of the fittest.
Go, go, go.
Are you rah-rah?
Fight, fight, fight!
Yeah.
Fight and fight. Oh, wait.
We believe passion is good.
Yeah.
And we know college sports are just better.
I like it.
CSTV, the new home of college sports.
Welcome back, everyone, to the U.S. Olympic Team Box Offs from the Convocation Center, the campus of Cleveland State University in Cleveland, Ohio.
You watch Warren here. You watch this straight left hand he fires. He's been landing with that all night long. See if he lands that one here. There it is, right there. Right down the chute. He throws that lead left hand right down the middle. Throws a little right hook. That left hand is landing cleanly. And Hurtado's got to do something about that. Not let that. What surprised me there, Hurtado landed a good right hand, but he never got a point in that round. You know, that's the thing. When the fighter comes out and gets the judge's attention, starts snapping the other guy's head back, that's the one they watch.
The severity of the punch or body blows, as you take a look at the shutout so far, don't give you the points, but as you say, Scott, if you get the judge's attention, it's pretty much the same thing. We got 4 2-minute rounds.
Emanuel Stewart has been in charge of the supervisor of boxing for the Olympics, and he's told these young men, you got to go out and start taking power shots, because otherwise you won't get the attention at the Olympics. You got to have guys throwing hard. You don't see the guys doing the shoe shine so much anymore. They're out there firing bombs. Rashid letting them go right now. Hurtado landed a great right hand, but Rashid come right back at him.
Still didn't get the point.
Nope. Hurtado's got to fire those punches, got to let him go. He can't be slipping and just getting out of the way. He's got to be firing punches to get these judges' attention. She warned for cuffing a little bit. Didn't land on the white part of the glove. Hurtado doing a better job of getting outside that lead right foot, making it a little bit more difficult for Warren. Rasheed Warren clearly right now having a good night on his target, doing a good job. Diego's got to come forward and fire punches right now. You can't throw one or two and freeze in front of a guy like Warren, because Warren will counter you.
Racking up the points, 14-1 as I'm looking at the official score. At some point, Hurtado's going to have to worry about the ref stopping this when it gets to be a 20-point differential. The ref can do that. And Scott, I mentioned that Hurtado, the surprise here tonight, but you know, in many senses as well, it's Warren, the 17-year-old, who came to Mississippi with not perhaps the biggest name of other guys.
Exactly, 17 years old. One thing you'll see with referees with a score a wide margin like this, even though it might be a wide margin, he may not stop it because the fight's competitive still. Hurtado's got to get busy, move in, fire, let his hands go.
Another tough round for Diego Hurtado out of Nevada. He is down 17-1. And here is how the scoring and the rules will take place. 4 2-minute rounds, computerized scoring. 3 out of the 5 judges, Scott, have got to press the blue button for the blue corner, the red button for the red corner within a second of each other.
With 1 second to make a score. And that's what's not happening so far. As I said, Warren has been getting their attention by snapping Hurtado's head back. When Hurtado has landed, we've seen him land, but he hasn't got the attention of the judges, and so they haven't scored it.
Defense will not get you a trip to Athens here tonight.
No. And I'll say Rasheed Warren is on his game tonight. Look at that lead right hook he fired in there. And he's firing hard. You know, 106 pounds, he's banging in there.
If Warren wins tonight, that's it. He's made the U.S. Olympic boxing team. And he will be perhaps the first American to call it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's 22-2. And Rasheed Warren has just made the U.S. Olympic boxing team, defeating Diego Hurtado. And so with that, he is one of the first U.S. competitors to earn a trip to Athens.
Think about that. You get to represent the greatest country in the world. You're 17 years old. That's got to be the most exciting moment in his life so far.
Let's take a look at some of the action here in round number 3.
Rasheed Warren coming forward and landing that lead right hook, firing it in there, throwing that right hook, slipping, catching some good shots on Hurtado, and just letting his hands go. He's on his game tonight, right where he should be, and this is really where he wants to be, letting those hands. Referee steps in and says, hey, this fight's over.
RSCO. The referee stops this contest at 30 seconds of round number 3. The winner in the red corner. And moving on to represent Team USA and Athens, Greece, Rasheed Warren.
The dream is still alive for 17-year-old Rasheed Warren. He's on the Olympic team. Ron Soller puts it all on the line next as he takes on Aaron Alafa in the final of the 112-pound class.
You got that Coke? Sure. That's good stuff.
Ain't it? Let's do this. You the man.
CSTV's 247. Check this out. At the University of Chicago, the dead of winter is when students honor the Eskimo tradition of Kunvia Sunur. They pay homage with the Polar Bear Run. Now, bear being the key word here. The mad dash through the university's main quadrangle is an annual tradition. The Eskimos would be so proud. And what do you get when you combine 2 laundry baskets, 2 slingshots, and 16 rubber chickens? It's the Rubber Chicken launch, of course, a halftime hoops promotion at UMass. Fans are plucked from the crowd and teams compete to see who can catch the most poultry. And the team that bags the most chickens wins a $50 gift certificate to a local wings restaurant. And moving right along, at Mississippi State, fans celebrate Bulldog victories by ringing cowbells. The resounding symbol of success was introduced in the 1930s when a cow wandered onto the football field during a Mississippi State Ole Miss meeting. The Bulldogs creamed the Rebels, and students have been ringing in victories with cowbells ever since. That's all for now. I'm Catherine Tappan with CSTV's 247.
The names may change.
That's in. Another race.
But the game remains the same.
He pounds it off the block.
Serving up all the power.
That's in.
Athleticism and teamwork that is CSTV Spikes.
Huge block on the outside.
Follow all the action as the country's top teams chart a course for Hawaii and a shot at the national championship. BYU versus Hawaii, Thursday the 25th at 8:30. Log on to CSTV.com for more details.
Here's your matchup at 112 pounds. It's Ron Seiler versus Aaron Halafa. In the red corner, the undefeated Ron Seiler from Cincinnati, Ohio, 23-year-old. And Halafa hails from Visalia, California. His dad, Art, is in his corner. Qualified by winning the 2004 Western Trials.
Halafa, a southpaw, could make it difficult for Seiler.
There you see the head-to-head matchups and the scores. So if Halafa wins here, he's got to win one more time, or else Seiler is moving on.
Exactly. Halafa keep moving to his right, trying to get outside that lead left foot. But Seiler seems to be staying outside, doing a good job catching the angles on this guy. Doing exactly what you got to do, but Seiler's got experience. That's really the key in this game, having the experience. Seiler, the calmer of the two. Halafa trying to stay busy, keep that right hand going. Seiler's got to step out a little bit more and get that jab going and the left hook. Halafa doing a nice job of moving to his right, keeping that jab going, keeping it busy, keeping Seiler off balance, not letting him get a clean shot.
Scott, it's the third time they've fought, but it seems to me Seiler now picking things up. He's kind of feeling him out here in the first round.
Yes, he is, but he's throwing some lead right hands right now and knocking Halafa off his feet a little bit. Doing a nice job with that lead right hand. There comes that right hand lead right down the middle. Halafa's got to come up with something to stop that. Either get that jab going or a right hook, but he can't let this guy just step in and fire that right hand. He's got to get that right hand jab of his going.
Well, solid final minute of the first round for Ron Seiler. He's up on points here on Aaron Halafa, 3-2. And Scott and I right now are joined by our winner at 106. It is Rasheed Warren. And Rasheed, you're 17 years old and you're headed to the Olympics. A lifelong dream for many. You have already fulfilled it. What's going through your mind right now? Has it sunk in?
I feel so good right now going representing the USA up in Greece. So I finished. I ain't done yet. So after I get there, win the gold, then I'm ready for pro.
Rashid, coming from Cincinnati, it's got a history of great fighters. How excited are you? I mean, is it going to sink in right away for a guy 17 years old, the fact that you've won this tournament and now have an opportunity to go to Athens?
I feel like I feel so good right now, right? I can't even.
It's hard to express it, isn't it?
Yeah, right now it is.
Well, congratulations and continue on.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations and good luck, Rashid, in Athens. You got a golden smile. Win us a gold medal this summer, okay?
Yes.
Round number 2 underway. Alafa and Ronnie Seiler. And again, it is Seiler with the 3-2 advantage at the end of round number 1.
Alafa's got to get busy with that right hand of his to keep Seiler off. Seiler just fired that lead right hand in there the last round and landed cleanly. He can't let that happen. Alafa's got to get busier. Let his hands go. Throw those shots. Keep Seiler on the defensive more. The thing I like to see about Alafa, he's got to step off to the side a little bit when he lets his hands go. Good right hand by Seiler.
He has landed some solid shots to the body and above, and if not scoring a lot of points, he's doing some damage.
Yes, he is. He's landing real hard punches. He's staying solid on his feet, keeping his balance. That's really the key in this game. Get your balance set. If you're not on balance, you're not going to hurt anybody or get anybody's attention.
Looked like a low blow there from Seiler, and Alafa had to regroup for a second. And Seiler is just connecting left and right. That's it.
Contest.
Referee's going to stop this one as well. Good decision. Ronnie Seiler has made the U.S. Olympic team at 112 pounds, and absolutely no doubt about it.
He's done what we've been saying in the past year, that these fighters got to come out and start whacking, because when they go to the Olympics, they're not whacking, they're not going to get any judge's attention.
Take a look, Scott, and let's discuss that final fury.
You watch Ronnie Seiler here. He goes to the body early, nailing him with great body shots here, and to bring those hands down. What a right hand he landed right there. Snapping him back, referee stepped in, did the right thing.
Yeah, great decision. Well, we got 2 young athletes. We just got to talk to Rashid, an impressive young man. Nice personality. It was a little hard to describe what's going through his mind right now, but he and Seiler, we've got a good team forming so far.
Well, I'll tell you something. Rashid in a couple years is going to realize what he's accomplished here, and it's going to really be exciting for him to look back and it'll put a smile on his face.
He is one step closer to his Olympic dream. Roberto Benitez of New York takes on Eric Hunter of Philadelphia next in the 119-pound class.
Now, gentlemen, today's paintball match, we will be playing for Bud Light. What are you doing?
Thought you said it's for Bud Light.
It is for Bud Light. You have to capture this flag first! There it is!
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
Take a Bud Light.
It's all here.
As an archer, I shoot for 6, 7, 8 hours every day. And every time I draw the bow and release, I go for bullseye. And I need to know that that's the work that's going to get me on the medal platform at the games. And that I did it myself. And that I didn't take any shortcuts. Because that's not who I am.
You've got to step up. Close out all of the pressure. Trust everything you've been taught. And just believe you can do it. You know, my first day on the job sure felt familiar.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
We've laid out the floor plan, put up the boards, even decided on the paint. Now we want to invite you into our house. College Sports Television completes your hoops coverage. Nothing but net. with in-depth analysis, scores, shows that you'll find nowhere else, and games from the nation's elite. Enter our house and see who will make a run at March Glory.
NAIA Division II Championship, live Tuesday at 9:30
on College Sports TV.
Welcome back, everyone, to the U.S. Olympic Team Box Office. I'm Peter Young along with Scott Ledoux. Let's get back now to the ring for some more action. 119 pounds looks like this. It's Roberto Benitez up against Eric Hunter. In the red corner, it is Roberto Benitez from Brooklyn, New York, the 23-year-old, coached by the legendary Al Mitchell. Second time he's been to the box office, nearly made the Olympics in 2000, up against another newcomer. This is Eric Hunter, 17-year-old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 2003 Junior Olympic national champion. So, Scott, we got New York versus Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, these are going to be a great fights these young men put on each and every time. Benitez got his family here for the first time watching him, and that's really exciting for him. He's got to be thrilled. And he's a southpaw. He's really got to get outside that right foot, lead left foot, Hunter, and keep it out there. Make it difficult. With Al Mitchell teaching him, he knows what he's doing.
And Scott, probably Benitez, the sentimental favorite, nearly made the Olympics 4 years ago, almost went to Sydney, has won just about everything else you can in the amateur ranks.
Exactly. Very skilled fighter, very dedicated. Al Mitchell's done a wonderful job of training him up in northern Michigan. Benitez goes to college up there as well as trains. Hunter being very cautious here with Benitez, trying to stay away from him. You can't stay away. This is a fight where you got to land punches. Be busy. Hunter doing a nice job landing some shots there, but not getting credit.
Boy, flurry of activity. Round one from Benitez. Got a little warning.
For cuffing. You got warned for cuffing. You got to hit on the white part of the glove to score a point. And now we got a 4-1 score here, and these guys are feeling each other out. Hunter, very good counter puncher. Very good counter puncher. Benitez coming forward though, always moving that body forward, trying to trap this guy. Both fighters very quick.
And they've never met, Scott, so it's not like they've taken this first round to try and see what the other guy's got. They're just going toe-to-toe.
You don't have time to feel each other out in this position. This is for the gold, trying to get to the Olympic tournament. You cannot take your time. You can't be patient. You got to rely on your skills and your offense. Benitez has been here before, knows what he's doing, been around. Hunter coming on strong, trying to accomplish what Benitez knows is really tough to get to. Benitez doing a nice job of forcing the fight. Landing the lead left hand right now. Solid left hand. Now a lead right hand.
Bell sounds for round one, solid one for Benitez. 9-3 at the end of the first round of Scott. Let's take a look at the warning they gave Benitez here, round one.
You watch Benitez fire here. He got a little bit of a cuff on that one there. They warned him for cuffing with that right hand, catching with the palm of his hand, actually on the back of his head.
All right, and with us now, the winner at 112, Ron Seiler. Ron from Cincinnati, congratulations. You have made the U.S. Olympic team look like you were really setting up Alafa with the body there, and you kind of got him ready, wide open for those scoring shots.
Yes, sir. I was kind of focused on the body, but not really. I was just trying to get him to open up so I could counter punch and score a couple of points.
I thought he was very impressive with his quickness, but I found that you just kept coming forward, walking him down, and you were scoring at will with that lead left hand.
Yes, sir. I was setting up with a lead right hand to go right down the pipe or right down to the body so the judges could see a scoring blow.
Exactly.
Ron, congratulations. Good luck this summer. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Ron Seiler is on the U.S. Olympic team. We're now at 119 pounds. This is round two. Benitez in the red versus Eric Hunter in the blue. And it is Hunter, who I thought, Scott, the last 30 seconds or a minute so of round one, started to get a little bit of confidence.
A little bit of confidence. But Benitez is a guy that's been around a long time. Like you said, 4 years ago, he was trying to get onto the team. And he's back again. I mean, how much more can you learn, you know? He's really got a lot of experience under his belt. He knows what he has to do to win. And that's really the key. Referee warning for Hunter for ducking too low. Hunter, a very quick young man. Good lead right hand right there. Benitez always on the offensive, coming forward, pressuring Hunter, catching him with a right hand lead. Very impressive.
And the key is those two right hands, the judges saw them as well. 12-4 now.
Exactly, because the head goes back, they get the attention. Manuel Stewart has said time and time again, we want guys landing punches, not doing a lot of that. You watch all these guys, they're punching with authority. Every one of them. A year ago, we were in the same building with the Irish team. All these young men were on this card. They were punching with authority. They got the message from Manuel Stewart.
Solid right from Benitez landed. Hunter coming back with a jab.
Both young men are good fighters. There's a good right hand by Hunter. And another right hand. Hunter's got a real nice straight right hand. Benitez is getting caught with it right now.
Well, that's the bell for round number 2. It is 15-7. Let's listen in to Benitez's corner.
Now listen. This is where you at. Stay on the outside there now, okay? But finish everything with that right hook. Even when you throw that straight left, it goes here. But you finish with that right hook. All right? You're doing real good. You see anything, Bradley?
Yeah. Roberto, up the middle inside. Left of your hands go on both sides to come up.
Wait, here's the right hook, right?
You watch Roberto Benitez here. He comes back with that lead right hook, that follow-up right hook, and it lands right in the button. That's what Al Mitchell's telling him. Hey, finish with that right hook. And when he did right there on the screen, he landed that right hook. That's what Al's saying to him.
And every time
Keep coming back. Come back with a punch. Don't go one or two at a time.
Boxing.
He got to come at you now. Keep the double jab in his face. Just add the straight left hand, or hook off your jab, and he'll run right into it, and then add the straight left. Have fun, baby. You worked too long for this. Come on.
He got to come now, so get ready.
Ain't that the truth? How long have these guys worked? The sacrifice that they made to get here is amazing.
Not every, I'll tell you what, up in northern Michigan, where this young man trains, I'll tell you what, it's snowing all the time, and he's still out running. When you run 5 miles in the snow, it's actually 10 because you're slipping a lot. There he came back with that lead, that right hook. Followed it up with the right hook, and it landed. Hunter knows he's got to come forward and let his hands go. He can't score. It's where you get risky and you can get land and get hurt. A guy like Benitez is so good. Very well good on balance. Moves in and out real well and puts pressure on you. You don't even know he's putting pressure on you because he's doing a little half step coming forward and you don't even know he's backing you up.
But he's feeling it.
Yes, he is. Hunter's somebody we're going to see in the future. He hangs around 4 more years like Benitez has. He could be another championship. Right now, he's still in the hunt here.
Yeah, in 4 years, Hunter in the blue. He's only going to be 21 years old. Plenty of time. He has not fought in many tournaments of this caliber.
No. Benitez has got a lot of experience under his belt and confidence.
We have yet to see a round 4 tonight. We probably will, although the gap is widening for Benitez. It's now 9.
Hunter's doing a nice job of slipping punches right now. Doing a better job than he was the first round. He's got to get busier and land more shots. Ducking is one thing, but landing's better. If you're offensive like Benitez is, that means you got a great defense. Because you're throwing punches and landing.
There's the bell, round 3, 1910, Benitez.
This CSTV program is brought to you by Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
With round-the-clock service, you'll feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hey, what's up, Thirst? Yo, Thirst, what's up with the extra Sprite?
Brother, you can never be too far away from the crisp, thirst-quenching lemon-lime goodness of Sprite. Now let's say some big old Sasquatch sits here on my left taking up the armrest and whatnot. I'ma be over here on my right with this Sprite.
So what about that one?
Now say some young honey dip sits over here on my left. I'ma spend my time over here with her, getting my drink on. Show her my motto. Ooh, ooh. Now this is gonna be interesting. Who's thirsty?
Ball now on the turf. Big shot from out front. And he puts him up by 1.
Saturday, March 20th at 1, Syracuse takes on Johns Hopkins.
Score after 3, 19-10 in favor of Benitez. And Scott, it's got to be fun when you're this successful and this good.
It is. Benitez just waved to his family up in the crowd here before the bell rang, to his mom and dad, who haven't seen him fight. So that's pretty exciting.
Well, what a moment for the Benitez family. It's not over with yet. Round 4.
Well, Hunter's still in there throwing punches, landing some. Al Mitchell told him he's got to come to you. When he does, let him go. You can't get careless now, because I'll tell you what, Benitez is the guy that can take you out of there. And if Hunter starts taking some shots, the referee will step in and stop it with a wide margin like he's got.
Hunter is not leaving anything. He's going to leave it all out there in the ring. He's coming out firing, and he just caught Benitez with a solid right. Standing 8.
Got a 10-point lead. Benitez cannot get careless. He's got to get on that horse, start riding, use the feints, use the right jab, get out of there. Don't stand in front of it. These Hunters are very good punchers.
It's Hunter's only chance at this point. There's no way he's going to get 10 more points.
Nope. He's got to stop this young man. Benitez has got to keep moving, using those right jabs, following up, finishing up with that right hook. Doing a good job right now. Not standing along the ropes, staying in the middle of the ring. That's where his fight's got to be. Hunter gets him trapped along the ropes. He can land a big punch.
Oh, and another solid one for Benitez. That lands, on Benitez's head, but it might be a little bit too late for Hunter.
Yep. This is a wonderful fight, though. These two young men are doing a great job. Benitez has done a very good job.
Great 4th round. This is what it's all about. The Olympic trials, the box offs here in Cleveland. 2 phenomenal athletes. And I think Benitez may have just wrote his ticket to Athens. Scott, let's take another look at that solid punch from Hunter.
Eric Hunter doing some real good shots here, and you watch him. He lands a great right hand and the left hook. Look at that right hand. Almost knocked him off his feet right there. Referee saw that, stepped in, gave him a standing 8 count. Good job by the referee.
On points, in the red corner.
Let's go inside the ring for our decision.
Robert Benitez. Roberto Benitez.
Well, Benitez has finally made it through the box offs, and he is that much closer to competing this summer in the Olympics. We pick up one of our more interesting stories of the night. At 132 pounds, Vicente Escobedo versus Anthony Peterson. And it is Escobedo who will be in the red corner from Woodland, California, Northern California, 22-year-old. two-time national PAL champion, against Peterson, who will be in the blue from Washington, D.C., 18-year-old, the younger brother of Lamont. Those two, the brothers, the Peterson family, could be in Athens later on this year.
I'll tell you what, you got these two guys, they're fighting coast to coast, East Coast against West Coast. So we're going to see how it comes out.
Underway, round number one. Talking to Escobedo earlier today, Scott, he's got the confidence on Peterson because they met in the winner's bracket last week in Mississippi. Of course, it was Escobedo who won, 22-14.
I'll tell you what, Anthony Peterson has got the confidence too. He believes he can win, and that's really the key. Believing in yourself, you staying, keeping the faith, working hard, and continuing on. That's what these young men do, and they do it for a medal, not for money. Sandy Escobedo doing a nice job with that lead left jab. Gotta keep it going. These two fighters, I don't see a lot of feints out of them. You see a lot of times fighters using feints to set the guy up. Maybe one of these guys are feinting. They're just both, they cover up. And one guy punches, the other guy punches. I'd like to see these guys do a little more feinting, both of them, but that's not their style.
Going down below for Peterson, scoring some body shots, although not going to register with the judges.
No, but they're going to register with the body. Escobedo's going to not want to leave those bodies open anymore. Try and bring those hands down, that's the key. Escobedo working out in the middle of the ring. Peterson going along the ropes. Right hand caught on there right there, but judges didn't see it.
There's the bell. Round number one in the books, and not a lot of scoring for either young man, 1-1. As Escobedo is in his corner, and in our corner, let's say, right with us, is Roberto Benitez, who just won at 119 pounds. Roberto, congratulations. You were here in the box office 4 years ago. This moment has been a long time coming. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It feels great. I'm rejuvenated. I'm back. I'm here now, much wiser, much stronger. I'm happy. I did it for everybody back home and myself.
Roberto, it was so exciting to see you come out for the fourth round. Before the bell rang, you acknowledged your family. They hadn't seen you fight for a while. It was pretty cool to see that. And what's really exciting about your career is here in Northern Michigan, you've also been taking college classes.
Yes, yes. I've been attending my studies still and still keeping up with the hard work in my boxing, and everything's coming out successful. I'm happy.
People don't realize that kids go to college and they box.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard work, but hey, you gotta have two in and out the ring.
Congratulations, good job.
Thanks.
Roberto, the hard work is paying off. We look forward to seeing you compete this summer. Congratulations.
Thank you. God bless.
You too.
Okay.
Round two. Escobedo and Peterson, and Scott, both of these guys really got to, as you like to say, let those hands go because they're not getting many points so far.
Well, no, and when the other guy's throwing, they're covering up pretty well, so there's not much landing. But I'm sure both corners said, hey, start firing, let these hands go. In the second round, they're going to start firing. Peterson seems to be figuring it out. He's no longer fighting on the ropes. He's coming forward, fighting in the middle of the ring this time. Escobedo's out there.
Scott, the story of the Peterson family is really a wonderful one about adversity. Those two guys had a tough upbringing in D.C. They were homeless for a while, in and out of a shelter due to some problems that their dad had. And their coach, Barry Hunter, has been part coach, part father figure for these two young men.
That's usually the program in boxing, an amateur program. Young men come to the gym and they get love and attention, and people help them along the way. That's the key. Right now, Anthony Peterson got a little bit of an edge right now. Escobedo's got to get some shots in here and let his hands go. Right now, Peterson's firing at will and not stopping. Escobedo's can't be so thrifty. He's got to let his hands go too.
Scoring jab from Escobedo.
Nice lead left hook Escobedo by Peterson. Escobedo got his hands out a little bit high. He got to land hit with a left hook. Both fighters exchanging left jabs.
Round 2 in the books. Peterson takes the lead with a good round.
Ooh, you're a naughty little boy, aren't you? Keep it up and I'm gonna give you a spanking. I'll teach you the meaning of respect. You're not getting any of my Bud Light, do you hear me? No kisses for you. Not till you learn to obey me. Now, get down on all fours.
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light. It's all here.
Wrestling. 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 101.
Escape. Escape. A wrestler from the bottom position
Breaks away from the offensive wrestler. 1 point. Takedown.
Takedown.
From a neutral position, a wrestler gains control, forcing their opponent to the mat.
To the mat.
2 points.
Reversal. Reversal. A wrestler from the defensive position
Gains control of their opponent. 2 points.
Pin. Pin.
when a wrestler's back is in contact.
When a wrestler's back
is in contact with the mat for 1 second.
The Eastern Wrestling League Championship, college wrestling on CSTV, Monday at 9.
Now you know the lingo.
Now you know the lingo.
It's a pin, and the Gophers are the national champion.
Now you know the lingo. Use it.
Uppercut is a magic punch. All right? No respect, son. This man is entirely too small. Okay? Keep him back. Keep him back. No, I need
uppercut, the magic punch. Maybe
Let's
that's
go.
the tool they've been waiting for, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. Coach gave him good instructions. He said, stay behind that jab. That's the key. When you land that jab, throw the right hand. That's the game. Find him with that jab and land it. Right hand. They're both coming out punching now. Escobedo knows he's behind. Got to pick it up.
The athletes do know the score at the end of each round. They're told it, so they know what they got to do.
Exactly. They know they're behind. They know what they got to do. Escobedo knows he's got to pull some shots out. Peterson's got to continue to box, not get caught. But Peterson's running a little bit too much right now. This is not where he got to be. He's got to be standing like he was the last round, letting his hands go. Now he's just trying to protect the lead by moving on. Escobedo forcing the fight now. No longer fighting along the ropes, fighting in the middle of the ring now. Peterson throwing a nice combination there. Peterson covers up well here. Escobedo having a tough time finding any place to land. Peterson cannot go strictly defensive though. He's got to use offense to keep Escobedo off. Escobedo can keep coming forward when his hands go without any retaliation. That's his game.
A couple jabs for Escobedo have got him some points. He's still behind, but he's creeping back in it.
Creeping closer. He's still got another round to go after this. Peterson cannot lay on the laurels. He's got to let his hands go too.
Another scoring jab from Escobedo as seconds wind down here in round number 3. Flurry there at the end, but the points go to Peterson, and he's got the slim lead, 9-6. Let's hear what they're going to tell Vicente.
That's what you need. You need to have that pressure. Look at when you stand up and you do this, you cannot respond. You gotta stay in your position so you can block and then punch right away. 9-6, Dave. 9-6. Let's go. You need to get that pressure on. You gotta put the pressure on.
Here's a nice right hand by Escobedo. You watch him here. He catches him open here. Got to get it in there. Left jab. When he fires the right hand, left hook, catches him on the button.
2 minutes left. And a spot on the U.S. Olympic team right now in the balance.
Escobedo's got to come out and score some points early. Got to get back in this hunt. There's some heavy leather going on here. Peterson cannot lay on his laurels. He's got to fire too. He's got to keep this fight close. He's got a slight edge. He's got to keep that edge. But I really am impressed with these young men tonight. They've all been landing good power shots.
Tough, hard rights from Escobedo, and he has tied things up here with just over a minute left in this bout.
Another good right hand he caught landed there.
He has just scored, I think, 4 points in a row. He's got a 2-point lead.
Peterson's got to know he's behind right now and be catching another right hand by Escobedo. Right on the money. And another one.
Escobedo with a flurry here in round 4, and they're going to give Peterson a standing 8 count. And just like that, Escobedo is up 17-11.
And it's power shots. It's not shoe shine stuff. It's power shots. Emanuel Stewart, the supervisor of boxing, has told these guys, punch with power to get the judge's attention, and that's what they've been doing. I'm excited about this team.
I think we're looking at the round of the night so far, Scott. Both of these guys are scoring. 2 more from Escobedo.
They're both getting nailed right hands, but Escobedo landing more. Escobedo showing a lot of heart, a lot of courage. Peterson trying to do the best he can.
Well, I think Escobedo ran out of gas, but just about at the right time.
Yeah, I think so. Another good left hook by Escobedo.
Great bout between Vicente Escobedo and Anthony Peterson. Round 4 really turned things around, and it told the story of this matchup. Take another look here, Scott.
Vicente Escobedo throwing punch after punch tonight in this last round, landing good, clean right hands, left hooks, just doing his job in there. Look at that right hand, right on the chin. You can't go away a loser when you're landing clean shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both of these young men a round of applause. The winner of the scorecards in the 132-pound weight class, in the red corner from California, Escobedo, Vicente Escobedo.
24-13. Boy, that final round flurry and energy from Escobedo did it. It's experience versus youth as Rock Allen takes on Lamont Peterson in the 141-pound class. That's next.
You got that Coke? Sure. Thanks. Oh, that's good stuff.
Ain't it? Let's do this!
You the man.
Track and field and throwing in general is one of the few sports where it's all on you. By taking shortcuts, you're going to build an inadequacy in yourself and a feeling that you cheated yourself. And sports are there to build your confidence and to make you feel good about yourself and make you feel proud of what you can do. And any type of shortcut that you're taking, that's only cheating you out of exactly what you're doing sports for.
You don't get to the Final Four
until you get to the first 64.
65.
College Sports Television presents
Judgment Day. As the mayhem begins.
32 days of madness, 64 hours a day. The best 64 women's teams.
Best 65 men's teams.
Find out if they'll be Destiny's Darlings. Let CSTV fill up your dance card.
On America's home.
America's home.
College sports.
Tune in to find out who gets there.
It's Judgment Day
on CSTV, Sunday, March 14th.
The first 64 and the first 65.
Peterson family story continues at 141. Rock Allen versus Lamont. The older brother, Peterson, in the red corner. It is Rock Allen, and what a perfect apropos name for this guy. Solid as a rock, 22-year-old, three-time national champion. And in the blue corner is Lamont. These two, Scott, have already met 4 times. Allen has got the better of Lamont 3 of the 4, including the first round in Tunica.
I'll tell you what, Rock Allen comes out of the Concrete Club, and he looks like he's concrete.
Oh, man.
Both these young men can fight, though.
28-15 in Tunica. That was the most recent bout between these two. And so Lamont has watched his younger brother, Anthony, already lose tonight, so he's going to try and uphold the family honor here.
Back in '99, when I got into this game doing the announcing, Rock Allen was one of the first fights I did. He was just a young man then, and I'll tell you what, he just keeps getting better and better each year. Very dedicated young man. Oh, a slapping, looping right hand there by Peterson.
Scott, I was going to say, you look at these two, it's hard to believe they're in the same weight class. Rock just looks so much bigger, although Lamont is taller.
Taller, much taller.
He's got 2 inches on him.
Lamont kind of, when he gets ready to throw, he kind of opens himself up. And he's got to punch right from where he's at. He tends to open up his hands wider when he gets ready to throw. Rock comes right down to shoot with his punches.
There's not a whole lot subtle about the way Rock Allen boxes. He's right at you.
Yeah, he's right at you, in front of you all the time, making you work. I'll tell you what, Rock Allen, when he was a kid, they didn't try and take his bike.
No, or if they did, they paid for it.
That's right. Nice young man, Rock Allen. Very dedicated, trains hard, does a great job.
Not only can you see Rock Allen with his scoring punches, you can hear it. And it's a great round for Allen out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 9-2 on the judges' scorecard after round 1.
Watch Rock Allen here. Tries to shot right down to shoot with that right hand and the left hand right behind it. Rock Allen comes right down the middle. You can't get wide with him.
Scorecard after 1 round, it is 9-2 for Rock Allen. So Lamont Peterson has got to pick it up here.
You got to let his hands go here and score some punches. Rock Allen is not the kind of guy you want to be behind. There's a good right hand lead by Rock Allen right over the top. Caught right over the top. Lamont's got to get his hands up a little bit. Rock through that right hand right over that left hand. You're going to keep your left hand low. When that right hand comes, you got to throw a jab to protect your chin. Otherwise, you can't protect it. You cannot let that right hand just come in free. Got to let that left jab go, protect it. When you throw a jab, you put your chin right behind your shoulder.
Tough lead right from Peterson. That got the judge's attention.
Got rocks, too.
Yeah.
Rock working along the ropes here a little bit. Something different we saw from the last round. But last round, he was in the middle of the ring. Now he's got Lamont working in the middle of the ring. Rock Allen, gotta let his hands go here. You can't let this guy get back in the game. Lamont Peterson pushing forward, trying to get his hands going first. Trying to close that gap.
Oh, solid left from Rock Allen.
Little Philadelphia left jab, little up jab, right on the nose. You remember that one. Both these guys trading some punches. The key here, it's give and take, and that doesn't help Lamont because he wants to close the gap. He's letting his hands go more, but Rock Allen's firing right back. The Rock Allen's fight is not running away. Rock Allen's fight's coming forward. That's where he's at his best as far as I'm concerned. Rock Allen does some nice things, goes downstairs with the jab. There's the feints we talked about. I love those feints.
We'll be back with more from the U.S. Olympic team box offs right after this.
And there is Lance Big Tex Armstrong. Quick barehanded grab, no bobble at all, and just connects with Millar to get win at first base. Andre Agassi down.
She'll be going for a Yurchenko half-on, piked front.
A good look at Urlacher sitting next to Michael Vick. Not a bad 1-2 punch.
Randy Johnson builds toward the most major moment. It's
so powerful. Beautiful landing.
Armstrong attacking. Meet Mr. Urlacher.
The last time it happened, Pete Weber, Fountain Bowl.
World, say hello to bowling. On fire. The pitch on the way. Andre slices one left field first third. Quick hands, left, right. Thanks for coming. Vic walks in. Vic shoots and starts.
Slamming it down deep spots, Serena.
Breakaway speed.
What a great move for the big unit.
And the Fenway Lance Armstrong. Can you believe it? This guy can do anything.
Hey, yo, Thirst, let me get a Sprite.
No doubt. What's better than Sprite when it's hotter than a devil's drawers out?
Oh, here he goes.
I'm serious. That thirst-quenching lemon lime hitting the back of your throat, splatter out. Really? Name one thing that's better. You can't. There is nothing better. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I defy you to name one thing. All right, name two. Show him my motto. Hey, girls, throw it in reverse for Thirst.
Student athletes have always played a prominent role in Olympic history. Some have gone on to become legends. CSTV's U.S. Olympic Pursuit, the first year-round television series to provide dedicated coverage to all 39 Olympic sports, showcasing America's future Olympic champions. College Sports Television's U.S. Olympic Pursuit, where the pursuit of the gold begins.
Boy, round three, these guys are just laying it all on the line. Allen and Peterson have got the crowd into it here in Cleveland. Boy, Scott, what did they tell these guys in the corner?
Referee doing a good job telling Rock you can't be grabbing and pulling the guy around. He's going to warn Rock for pushing him, for going down too low maybe, but. There you go. There you go. Lamont Peterson's got to get back in this fight, and he can't do it by staying back. He's got to let his hands go and fire every round, every minute of the round. Rock Allen is not the kind of guy you want to get careless with, though. He's got some bombs in both those hands. As they say in the game, Rock Allen is not a cheap date. He comes to fight. There's
solid, tough right. And that got Allen's attention.
Got the judge's attention, too.
Caused Allen to pause for just a moment, but he got his composure back.
Yep. Lamont Peterson has come out with great courage in this round. Knows he's got to do the job. Knows he's got to finish it up. Otherwise, he hasn't got a prayer. He's throwing every bomb he's got, trying to get back in this fight. Rock Allen doing a good job.
Both young men throwing out all the ammunition. And Scott, there's some emotion here. It's the 5th time these guys have fought.
Exactly. And this crowd is getting into it. You can hear them yelling and cheering. They're excited about this fight. Both these young men are not holding anything back. Throwing the bombs. Kind of taking Rock Allen out of his game plan, and Lamont. Both of them won the box, now they're throwing power shots.
The bad news for Lamont is he's just not getting the points.
He's not landing, and Rock's got such a commanding lead, he can stay away and move. Rock Allen did a good job of getting down low, but keeping his head up. then the referee doesn't warn him for putting his head down, bending over.
Animated, energetic round 3 here in Cleveland. Peterson, though, is in a big deficit, 21-8.
Check this out. We ain't got nothing to lose and everything to gain, all right? From Bell go, you know he's going to be running. Cut the body. We get to the body, we got him. Once you get him, don't stop no more, all right? Get the score, straight punt. We going to make him give it to him.
You watch how these two guys went at each other in that last round, in the beginning of the round. It was a war right away. They both knew that they were going to have to go after each other. Lamont was definitely coming out strong, knowing he was behind. You watch it later on in the round when these two guys are going at it. Good right hand there. He rocks Rock Allen, knocks him off him, staggers him a little bit, and then catches him with a hook. Did a great job, Lamont Peterson, that round.
We may see the exact same thing here, Scott, at the start of round 4.
You might want to hold this in a telephone booth the way these guys want to fight. A lot of pride involved in these two guys. A lot of pride. Both guys doing a great job.
It's Peterson that needs the points, and yet Allen is just not backing down a bit.
Nope. Rock Allen's a very experienced fighter. Like I said, I started with him 5 years ago. He's got 5 years under his belt. He knows what he's doing in here. Both these guys are good fighters. Rock Allen has obviously the more experience. Lamont Peterson trying to walk him down. Rock Allen knows he's got a commanding lead. Doesn't want to get careless. Doesn't want to get in an exchange. People are booing because he's moving back.
Yeah.
He's winning. He's going for the gold.
And that's what Coach Hunter was saying to Lamont in the corner before round 4. And I think Allen has heard the crowd, and he doesn't want any of that. And now Peterson getting another warning. Here we go.
Referee taking control of this fight, getting a little bit emotional, warning Lamont for talking and not cuffing with his right hand.
This may not be what the crowd wants to see, Scott, but can you blame Rock? It's a smart move.
Smart move. He tried to get in the Olympics 4 years ago, didn't make it. This is where he wants to get it. He wants to get to that Olympic gold, wants to get to that Athens, and that's what you got to do right now. He fought a smart fight, scored his points in the first 3 rounds. Now he's moving and continuing to move, and he's going to get the win.
How do you cut him off? I mean, how do you cut a guy off like Rock Allen is so smart?
Well, you just can't. It's very difficult. When you fall behind like he has, Lamont's got a real tough task. And Rock Allen's just a smart young fighter, knows what he's doing. There was a great combination by Rock Allen. Changing up a little bit, not running. Now standing, letting his hands go.
Well, tough night for the Petersons family. Pretty much no doubt about it that young man is going to come away with the W tonight, but we will await the official score. But an almost impossible task for Lamont coming into round 4.
Rock Allen did such a great job. Very elusive, moved ahead. Exciting to see a guy work 5 years to get to the goal, and now he's going to get there.
The winner from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rock Allen. Rock Allen.
Not the most popular results of the night, but a solid one, and no doubt about it, 27-12.
Now, wherever your allergies strike, there's a non-drowsy medicine that lets you do something wonderful. Breathe again. Alivert Allergy and Sinus. It relieves sinus pressure, stops runny nose, and clears your nasal congestion so you can breathe again, inside, outside, wherever you are. Get prescription-strength, non-drowsy allergy and sinus relief even Claritin can't beat. Alivert Allergy and Sinus. The right relief, wherever you are. Alivert.
For me, the joy of weightlifting again is challenging myself. It's not winning the Olympics. It is doing it right. It is following the rules and competing with integrity and going there and showing what your hard work has accomplished and being proud of that. There's no way to be proud if you take shortcuts. I can say to anyone, I'm drug-free, and it's hard work, and it's dedication that got me to the Olympics. Nothing else.
What am I? Am I a basketball player who's a psychology major? Or am I a psychology major who's a basketball player? You know, that's the thing about psychology. You tend to overanalyze everything.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
We've laid out the floor plan, put up the boards, even decided on the paint. Now we want to invite you into our house. College Sports Television completes your hoops coverage with in-depth analysis, scores, shows that you'll find nowhere else, and games from the nation's elite. Enter our house and see who will make a run at March Glory.
NAIA Division II Championship, live Tuesday at 9:30
on College Sports TV.
At 165 pounds, it is Andre Durrell and Clarence Joseph. Durrell, one of the young men we talked about at the top of our program. Folks, remember this name. He is talented. Out of the red corner, 20 years old from Flint, Michigan. And the task at hand for this young man, Clarence Joseph, is a big one. 21-year-old from Fort Carson, Colorado, part of that Army world-class athlete program.
I'll tell you what, they got a great program, and Andre Durrell, we're excited to watch him. 6 championships, 5 divisions. I mean, you got to be something special. And so this guy's got his work cut out for him, Clarence Joseph. He's going to have to go out and do the job tonight. Durrell fighting out of that southpaw style, going down early to that body, trying to get those hands down.
This is another rematch, Scott, from Tunica. These two fought in the second round with Durrell winning 28-5.
It's pretty much a shutout right there. Look at Durrell now. He's fighting right-handed. How tough is that? This guy switches around right-handed, left-handed. He's landing an overhand right now.
What isn't he landing?
Amazing. Joseph trying to go down low with that left jab. Durrell back to the left-handed style. Some of these guys can move into that transition so easily, fight right or left-handed. Just amazing to me how they do that. Some guys do it from the inside when they're close. This guy does it at a range, at distance, and he's comfortable with it. Now he just moved over to orthodox style, fighting right-handed. He's just as effective. Left hook, right hand.
Switch
right
back
hook.
again.
I'll tell you what. He's very bilingual.
Ambidextrous, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
I knew him too.
Yeah. Did you fight him?
Lost a split. Now I just saw something. Clarence Joseph did a little bit of feinting there. That's good. You do that again and come back and land some shots. Joseph's got to get his hands going. Right now, he's just catching. It's very clear in Scripture. It's better to give than receive.
Mm-hmm. .53, a bit of a flurry there for Clarence Joseph. So he picked up a few points, but clearly dominated by that young man, Andre Durrell, here, round number 1 at 165 pounds. And domination throughout in the light welterweight, 141-pound category. Look at the smile on that young man's face. Rock Allen, congratulations. That final round, it wasn't exactly what the crowd wanted to see, but it was smart. You got the job done.
First, I'd like to give all praises due to God. You know, he gave me the mental strength to go in there and do what my father told me to do. You know, my father said, don't feed into the crowd, don't feed into the audience. You want to keep it clean. You know, he told me I was ahead, and you know, don't feed into the audience. Just go in there and box clean. You know, and that's what I did.
You did a great job. You know, I started out with you 5 years ago, and I know how long it's been. People don't realize this guy went down a 5-year road since I first saw you, and that's a hard road. So people don't understand how hard a work this job is.
Disciplined and dedicated.
Exactly.
Disciplined and dedicated, that's the key.
And you got some time to go until you can stop in August when it's over.
Oh, definitely.
We'll be watching. Good luck, Rock.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Rock Allen, headed this summer. Perhaps some medals will be handed out, and he might just get one of them. Impressive young man. Moving on here to round number 2 between Darrell and Joseph. And Scott, we should clarify. You started out in TV with this guy. You didn't fight him.
Right. No. No, I wouldn't want to fight anybody as bad as that man.
You would have had to drop down a few weight classes.
Yes, I would have had to lose about 1,000 pounds.
Give or take a few.
Give or take. Darrell is coming out here just throwing bombs right now, but he hasn't got a wide margin in scoring. Clarence Joseph got to get busier if he plans to close the gap here. I don't understand that Darrell's laying on these ropes. He caught a nice shot there. Both these young guys have fought each other before. I'll tell you what, Darrell looks very confident tonight, but I don't see him as sharp tonight. I don't think he's on his game. He seems a little bit, I don't know if he's flustered or angry or what, but he doesn't seem to be on his game tonight like he usually is.
Scott, I'm impressed not only with the footwork of Darrell, but the hand speed. Both are just really fun to watch.
Well, the key for him is he's on balance. He stays right on balance. You don't see him reaching. You don't see him falling down. He's on balance when he throws his punches. He's on both feet, and he can let both hands go with power and not fall down. Keeps his balance very well, switching back and forth, southpaw to right-handed. Makes it very difficult for anyone to fight him. And he switches in the middle of a combination almost. It's amazing.
You're watching CSTV, College Sports Television.
Hi, I'm Catherine Tappan, and this is CSTV's 247. Check this out. Most people aren't surprised to hear an athlete toot his own horn after a great performance. But at the University of Colorado, a different type of horn takes center court. It's the death-defying Super-Duper Tuba Cheer. It's a staple during basketball timeouts. The high point of the cheer is when the tuba players stand in the middle of the court and spin in place so fast that they apparently defy death. I've always felt the tuba was the bravest of all the brass family. Interested in playing hockey? Better practice holding your breath. Underwater hockey is sweeping through colleges across the nation. The club sport is played a lot like ice hockey, except the stick is only 12 inches long. Oh, and it's underwater. And while the H2O could cushion hockey's brutal forechecking, underwater hockey is a non-contact sport. I also imagine it's a non-spectator-friendly sport. And at Western Illinois University, Ryan Curo had a vision. He wanted broadcasting students to go on air during Leatherneck basketball games. Curo got the green light and became one of the school's first color commentators. The twist, Curo is 100% blind, but he wouldn't let the fact that he can't see the game stop him. Curo converts media guides to Braille and listens for the sound of the swish. That's all for now. I'm Catherine Tappan with CSTV's 247.
Prepare for battle. Prepare for the exhilaration. Prepare for CSTV Friday Night Hockey. Join CSTV ringside every Friday night for the best schedule in the country. The new home of college sports is now the new home of college hockey.
Bouncing puck knocked away, and here's a shorthanded attempt.
Coverage begins tomorrow at 8. Log on to CSTV.com for more details.
2 rounds through here in Cleveland, Ohio at the Olympic box office. We are in the 165-pound class, Darrell and Joseph, and so far tonight, Scott, it has been all red corner. Peter Young along with former heavyweight contender Scott Ledoux. Folks, thanks for watching. We have yet to see anybody in the blue from the challengers bracket get a win tonight.
I'll tell you, we saw a fighter, Anthony Peterson, have a little bit of a lead going into the 4th round, but Escobedo came back.
Yeah, wonderful comeback. And I tell you what, Clarence Joseph got caught with a pretty tough uppercut from Dirrell.
And Dirrell has all the punches, all the skills. You know, like I said, 6-time champion in 5 different divisions, so he's got a lot of skills, a lot of experience. Joseph does not seem to be intimidated, coming forward, trying to get his shots in. But he can't do it. He can't be defensive. He's got to be offensive if he's going to pull this thing out. Doing the right thing, getting that jab going. A lot of punches right there.
Couple wild uppercuts from Dirrell, just trying to take Joseph down with one shot. Fortunately for Clarence.